Hi, this is Justin at All Wheel Drive Auto. One of the questions that we get a lot at the shop, and the purpose of this video is to try to decrease some of those phone calls. It's really not that we don't want to help, but there's just a limit to what we can do when you're in another state. So this is in reference to the potential power steering noise that your 2000 to 2004 Outback may develop after somebody's performed some sort of a service involving either one of the accessory belts, they've replaced the alternator, they've replaced the timing belt, maybe a power steering pump was done, or maybe it was just as simple as a belt adjustment. And what I'm going to show you right now is this over here is the power steering pump. This is the alternator. The top of the power steering pump, this is the return line. This hose right there, this feeds fluid back into the power steering pump. At the bottom of this pipe is an O-ring. The way Subaru designed this is at the top of this pipe there is a bolt that acts as one of the retaining bolts for the alternator and power steering fan belt shroud. And there needs to be slack in it. You need to be able to move this around. And what happens is that this bracket over here is slotted at this end of the alternator, and if you don't get this adjusted quite right, if it's a little too far this way or if it's a little too far that way and you can't move this around, what'll happen is that as there's load on that belt, because either you're steering the car or you've just turned the headlights on, that puts either a load on the alternator or the power steering pump. What'll happen is that you'll create cavitation, aeration of the fluid, because what happens is this pulls on this bolt, it slightly cocks the return line bracket. There's an O-ring at the bottom of it. It sucks in air and it causes air to enter the hydraulic system, which there should be none. So if you've got that type of situation, really what you need to do is the following. You come and you loosen the bolts for the AC shroud, AC belt shroud. Set those aside. You're going to come over here. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to loosen your alternator pivot bolt, which is what that is right there. And now you can actually see that you can slide this bracket back and forth. And you can choose your tool. You can try to just do this by hand, or if you want to, you can try to throw a screwdriver in there. Get it to the point where you've actually got some slack in there. Tighten that back up. Now you've got your good slack that you want. Reinstall your air conditioning shroud and you should be just fine. Once again, this was Justin at All Wheel Drive Auto, helping you get more out of your Subaru. Thank you.